Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Devin Brown. Devin Brown posted this really disturbing story on my website. And once again, it's coming from our fourth favorite state, ghetto-ass Georgia. So what's going on now in ghetto Georgia, you ask? What's going on is that basically we have a 49-year-old school teacher. Her name is Sandra Barnett, and she was a 20-year veteran school teacher at McNair Middle School. And basically what happened is that her husband, he's an ex-NFL football star. His name is Buster Barnett, and Buster Barnett had been cheating on his wife, playing her to the left. And his little jump off, her name is Lisa Brown. And his little jump off, Lisa Brown decided to go to Mrs. Barnett's home while she was there. She kidnapped Miss Barnett, and then once the police were in full pursuit of them, she ended up not only killing Miss Barnett, but also killing herself down in Alabama. This entire situation is just heart-wrenching. I want you guys to go ahead and check out this news clip, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my
From you right now, we have learned it was a former NFL player whose wife was killed in a bizarre chain of events. She was kidnapped and killed by his mistress. Matt Pearl has more on the husband and the victim in all of this, a DeKalb County school teacher.
At McNair Middle School, no one is working, but everyone who works there is talking.
I've talked to a lot of the other teachers at school, and everybody's just shocked. Miss Sandra Barnett, everybody's just shocked.
Sandra Barnett taught at McNair Middle for more than 2 decades. A huge football fan, married to a former football player.
She would talk about Buster all the time. Every Monday, she would come to work. Buster and I, we went to the movies. Buster and I went to Red Lobster to get something to eat.
Buster Barnett spent 4 years with the NFL's Buffalo Bills, but police say he spent the last 3 to 4 years in an affair with a woman named Lisa Brown, who would kidnap and kill his wife.
She had actually had Buster locked up before. Was actually out on probation for kidnapping out of the state of Texas. She had kidnapped her child that she had lost custody of, in which the jurisdiction down there had to track her for like 3 days to find her.
On Wednesday, police say Sandra Barnett was on the phone at home when Brown came and took her.
Lisa Brown was actually driving a vehicle owned by Buster.
Brown drove the vehicle all the way to the Alabama border, then shot and killed Sandra Barnett and herself.
We've uncovered a set of handcuffs and some receipts that she had purchased the handcuffs prior to this kidnapping.
These details will linger for a long time.
Miss Barnett was just not the one.
But those who knew Sandra Barnett would much rather speak about her and how they'll miss her in the halls when the school year begins.
Everybody just remembered this bubbly, happy spirit. Just happy. Every work at every single day, you could count on her.
Matt Pearl, 11 Alive News.
All right, so you guys just watched that disturbing news clip. You know, this whole situation is a mess, but on a brighter note, I guess for him, he can now collect that $500,000 that he put on his ex-wife, and he doesn't have to dump his crazy-ass side bitch, okay? But real talk, though, you know, I just don't respect cheaters, like I said on Facebook. This whole situation is disgusting to me. If you no longer want to be married and you don't want to be with your wife, then you need to let that go. I'm so tired of a lot of guys running around here thinking with what's in their pants and not what's up in their brains. I'm so tired of a lot of guys running around here trying to be players and pimps and everything else. This man is damn near 50 years old, and not only does he have a good wife who really loves him, he also has a side piece. It's like, at what point in time are some men just going to grow up and leave that type of player lifestyle alone? You know, and to a lot of women, you have a lot of women who find themselves in situations where they know that they're being played, they know that their husbands have a mistress, but a lot of times some women just choose to either look the other way, or they feel like, you know what, you know, I'm too old to move on, I might as well just put up with this. And I don't think that any woman needs to put up with a man cheating on them no matter what your age is, because sometimes it ends up in crazy situations like this. And I would not be surprised if the husband put the mistress up to this. I think that the husband needs to be thoroughly investigated, because where did this plan originate from? Was this the mistress's plan? And I really, deep down inside, don't feel like the mistress had the intentions of killing herself. I feel like, you know, she didn't think she was going to get caught. But once that the police were coming in on her, she knew, you know, you're kidnapping somebody. This is her second kidnapping, because remember in the news clip they said she had kidnapped her daughter prior. So she knew that if she went to jail, she'd probably end up going to jail for life, and then the wife would be right back with the husband. So I feel like the only reason why she killed herself is because, you know, they were in hot pursuit of her and she didn't want to go to jail for the rest of her life. I don't feel like this was planned out. I feel like maybe she planned on just killing the woman and then going back and being with the husband. So I feel like the police need to really, really investigate him. And as far as him possibly getting any life insurance money, I hope her parents end up suing him. You know what I'm saying? So that way he cannot get the life insurance money, because it's because of him that the wife is dead. You know, I just find that just really, really sad. Now he's going to have to explain to his children how his fuckery led to their mother's demise. I mean, it just makes no sense whatsoever. If you're unhappy in your relationship and you don't want to be there, then just call it quits. It makes no sense to sit there and play with people's emotions, play with people's minds. You know, you got the jump off thinking one thing, that you're going to leave your wife and be with her. Then you got your wife thinking that either you're fake or you're going to leave your jump off. You just made a mistake one time. You know, it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's really sad. It's sad that this woman, who was a great member of her community, she was a great school teacher. Everyone has something good to say about Sandra. It's sad that at 49 years old, she had to lose her life because of her so-called husband's affair. The whole situation to me is just disgusting and ridiculous. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. What do you guys think about this situation? Do you feel like the husband could possibly be involved with this entire kidnapping? And do you feel like the crazy girlfriend meant to kill herself, or she only killed herself once the police nearby was on her tail? And then let's go ahead and talk about infidelity. What are your thoughts on infidelity? Do you feel like some women end up staying in situations like this because they feel like they're too old, they won't be able to get somebody else, they don't want to start over? You know, it's just really sad. You know, the same thing happened with Tina Knowles, how Matthew Knowles was not only playing her, he was constantly having side babies on her as well. You know, but this situation here just really takes the cake because this woman lost her life. So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right. Deuces.
Hey YouTube, it's your girl Lovely T, and you can show me some love by hitting that subscribe button, watching my previous videos, and following me on social media.